Hello, everybody. We finna jump right into the drama. I was scrolling on LSA looking for Keisha's live from Instagram, and the first thing I saw was Meek Bob Deep running, hiding behind trees. Girl, I thought she was so big and bad behind the keyboard. Somebody actually pulled up on her, and she wasn't trying to fight. I just wish I could have saw the actual fight. All I saw was trees, but I mean, you can hear it from what I heard. And from what I saw afterwards, Mink looked like she had two swollen eyes, so it's safe to say Mink got beat up. Karma never misses. I mean, Karma's kicking Keisha in the behind, but I mean, I'm here for the train wreck to keep it 100. And next, we went into Keisha and all these contracts. So, just because someone signed a contract, that just means the buyer and the seller or an agreement. That does not mean that the property is sold yet. So, Keisha, you're celebrating too early because one or both can always back out the deal. Never celebrate too early. Because I mean, this is what your second or third. You said you had three people under contract. How come no one has agreed on anything? How come none of the houses are sold yet? You said you had someone under contract like 2-3 weeks ago. They still under contract. That means that it, it can still go south. Someone can still pull out. Stop celebrating. You never celebrate too early. You wait, girl. You wait. Then at the end, and I did catch Keisha's. I did watch some of her live. Her live was short. Towards the end of her live, she brought up the banquet, saying the girls missed the banquet. Why the girls missed the banquet? How come Granny the nanny or their father couldn't take them to the banquet? That I mean, that's not about y'all. That's about the kids. You had them go and do all this training and do all this for them not to go to the banquet. I mean, or did you just not have the money? Because my understanding, my cousins and stuff, they were in football and cheer banquets. You had to raise money or you had to pay. So, Keisha, did you just not have the money? Because there ain't no way in hell you want to tell me that you scheduled tours on the same day as the banquet. You being a realtor, if you can block off days or block off so many hours. Ain't no way that, and banquets are usually in the evening or at night. So I know you wasn't showing the house that late in the evening. I've been to banquets. But I mean, everybody runs their stuff differently. It could have been earlier in the day, but you knew beforehand you could block the day off and say you need this day off or you need so many hours off to take your kids to the banquet. It's only right. You pushed them in the chair. You had them do all that training, so you should have let them go to the banquet one way or another. There's more than one adult there that could have took them to the banquet. That's a little messed up. But anyhow, we'll just catch up. So last week on Keisha, she met up with her mentees. Keisha only talked to one mentee. She ignored the other one, and Keisha went half dressed, looking like she's getting ready to go to the nightclub. Why are you going to a night? Why if you're dressed for lunch, why not dress for lunch? How come you're dressed to go to a nightclub in the middle of the day? Why are your mentees always dressing better than you? You're supposed to be the mentor, meaning you need to show them how to do it. Don't They're showing you how to do it. That's wrong. That's wrong. The mentees once again came and outdressed you and dressed appropriate for lunch while you dressed like you're getting ready to show you know what, you're about to show your stuff down at the strip club. Talk so much stuff about Lily, but from what I see, that's what you want to be low key. That's what you want to be low key. But yeah, you pay more attention to one than the other. The other one, she turned her back. She looked like she had an attitude. Girl, you don't know how to. You're not a people person, and you don't know how to dress. Sad. Anyhow, you drop your kids off over at their TT's house, just for you to be. You go to IHOP. You had one Dusty. You had a Dusty. He was a Dusty. He was walking and saw that you had a car and promptly thought that he can get one over on you because I mean, you skinny. So I'm pretty sure he thought that you was in the drugs. So he thought he'd be able to pull one over on you. He a Dusty. Of course they gonna try you. You in a car, he's not. That don't mean everybody at the IHOP was hitting on you. Just that one person hit on you, and that was it. Don't get your head that big because he was a dusty, obviously. But anyhow, you drop the kids off to get a break. They stay the night at TC's house, and ma'am, where's your man? Your man was nowhere to be found. He still left you in the house by yourself. Ain't no way in hell. You kid free and your man leave. You tried to say, oh, Germ had other plans. Jeremy had no other plans. He had other plans of taking that car and dipping out and leave you at home by yourself still. No kids tag along and he's still leaving you by yourself. Talking about he went to go get food. Who he get food from? You couldn't go with him to get the food? He left you at home, really? You want us to believe that y'all had a nice quiet evening by yourselves? No, he went and turned up and you was stuck at the house by yourself with no car, no kids. That was it. That was definitely it. All of a sudden, oh, me and Babe are looking at touring daycare, not daycares, I'm sorry, preschools. Of course, the preschool talk come after a live Ashley did, talking about how her and Germ are trying to co-parent because August is signed up for preschool. Well, Keisha, didn't you say the kids were in tutoring classes already? Weren't they on online classes and you were homeschooling them, so now you're going to put them in preschool? Girl. But you and Babe were looking, but Babe was nowhere in sight when you actually took the girls to go toward the not the daycare, the preschools. It doesn't make any sense. So, you go and take the girls, which I think is kind of messed up. I'm pretty sure you probably took them to a daycare, but it is pretty messed up. Because I don't know anyone. They usually have open house. Because preschool is in with the school. They have an open house where if you get if you win the lottery or however, each state is different, each county is different. From my understanding, if you win the lottery, they have an open house and they take you to tour. Only not even tour. They take you to go and meet the teachers and you see what classrooms and stuff they will be in. If you're going to go tour something and there are already kids there and they're playing, that's a daycare. I mean, I would know. I've gone through it already and getting ready to go through it again. But Keisha gotta make it a little elaborate and she gotta add on to it as usual. But the next, Keisha goes on to her real estate job and her wearing a dress to go show a housing. Girl, all you need is a button up and some nice pants. Get some dress pants and some button ups. Call it a day. There goes your real estate clothes. Take off that bright orange wig. Don't get it installed. Just have a wig that you can throw on. Black is more appropriate for business work since you're still getting your foot in the door and you really haven't sold any houses yet. Of course, and towards the end of that vlog, Keisha did a Sheen haul. Keisha says she says she wants to gain. She says she needs to gain. So I'm saying, well, if you need to gain, that means you plan on having some type of surgery. If you saying you need to gain, what, about 10 pounds? Girl, go get you some Impediment. Trust me, it works. I used to take it. I used to weigh 100, not 100. I used to weigh 95 pounds about 11 years ago. Had a baby. My son only put 10 pounds on me. I weighed 110 after, or no, 105 after I had my son. I started taking a Impediment. I blew up. My weight actually sticked on me. And after my second child, which I just had about a year ago, well, 16 months ago, um, yeah, I haven't taken a Impediment. It was the weight will stick on you. It grows fast. The weight grows. The weight comes fast. It does. I'm like 130, 140 pounds. I'm only 5 foot. So I'm a little chunky to be short. I'm trying to lose my belly, but I mean, I like the way I'm shaped. I definitely filled out. Keisha, you want to gain some weight? Go ahead and take some impediment. We know you're not gonna vlog it, but man, just go ahead and take it. But that's really it on Keisha's. That's it on her lives. I mean, she did a hair review. She came out looking bright orange like Chucky. Girl, if you pick that color, you're picking the wrong colors. It is summer, spring season. That color orange looks more like October Halloweenish color.